Yo, this is Catalin, and we are gonna talk about today in today's vlog if you should go or change or drop out of college.
Every day, we never steal cars, but we deal hard. Whip it real hard, whip it real hard. I call the charge, whip it real hard, whip it real hard. Ain't about no funny stuff, still flipping them kids. I'm on my money stuff, still whipping them BNCs. Major league, who catch it because I'm pitching.
It's like 11 or 12. I never wanted to wake up in the morning. But now it's so easy considering that I know what to do in that day and it actually has a purpose. So just to prove the point that when you do like something with a purpose in mind, there's no thing you can or cannot do, right? And it's just that easy of a switch. If you wake up in the morning to do something that you want to do and do something that you like, you will be able to do it. But if you have no purpose to it, you will not be able to do that. Easy. Let's start with the day. Check out that hairstyle, man. What's up? No words needed. Here in my garage. This is the new car I'm getting. So check it out. These are all my cars. I'm acting so casual because they don't matter. Even though they're all my cars, but you know, it's all good. Check out this one. And there's more to it. We got that one as well. This Volkswagen is not mine, too cheap.
But your wheels ain't flying.
Yeah, this life is hard. Oof. Yo. So we're going right now to the old office to get our chairs, our table, couple of books, and to move them to the new office. My brother is going way too fast, I'm scared. Not really. And yeah, we're gonna do that. Probably gonna do a tour of the new office in the next couple of vlogs, not sure yet. Thinking on how can I pull that off on tomorrow. I don't think so. Probably in the next 3 to 4 days. So keep on the lookout for that. Till then, let's continue with the vlog.
But your wheels ain't flying.
Yo, this is Catalin, and we are gonna talk about today in today's vlog if you should go or change or drop out of college. So here's the thing, a lot of people have been asking me this, and it's a tricky question and it's a long ass question and it's a long ass answer. And I'm probably not the best person to ask this because I'm not a real big fan of university. I'm real biased. So little disclaimer there, I'm really biased. I just don't like the kind of the education, how the educational system plays out and makes people prepare them for life. So that's the disclaimer there. As far as what I believe, as far as what I'm doing first is I'm going to this marketing university right now. It's not really helping me at all, but it is really, really easy to finish because I am working in marketing. So I just pass exams without even going to any classes whatsoever. So for me, it's a little bit of different context. I would not do it at all, but it's just way too easy for me to do it. So that's what I'm doing. In terms of how I see university for most people, there's a lot of things. We're gonna talk about the 3 things I believe in this one today. And yeah, I just think it's a heated topic. And now more than ever, it's like a trend, right? Like people see quitting out of university and dropping out of college like a cool thing to do. like it's cool now. Because you see all these people like, I quit my job at my university and I went out and traveled the world. Like, okay, that's cool, but like that's not the whole story. So here's what I believe. Number one, you gotta understand opportunity cost. And here's what I mean and why this is relevant. This is not economics class. So when you think about people that have dropped out of college, right? You're thinking like, oh, I should drop out of college. Steve Jobs did it. Bill Gates did it. Mark Zuckerberg did it, right? And that's cool. But here's the thing. They did it because they had another opportunity that was getting momentum, was bringing them money, revenue, actual results. And it was an opportunity cost for them to actually stay in university and invest that time into university. So when Bill Gates quit university, he did that because he had something else that was better for him to do. So he had an opportunity cost. Every single class he attended, he was losing money, he was losing opportunity, he was losing momentum with his business, little one called Microsoft. The same way with Steve Jobs and the other ones. So what I want you to realize is that there's no practicality and there's no real value into actually quitting university without having something else in place better to go after. And here's how you do that, by the way. Like if you want to build your own business, if you want to build something on the side, if you want to do something outside of university, first go out and do that in your spare time, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, whatever it is, 3, 4, 5. And then after you got enough momentum with that, you have your kind of MVP in place, you have your minimum viable product, and you have a tested the market, and you know that it's the right thing to do, you test the waters, all that stuff. Then just after you see that there's an opportunity cost for you now being at university, then drop out. Then change universities, then do this, right? But don't do it blindly. I think that's not a valuable thing to do. I love risk, so believe me, I love like just quitting and going to Thailand or whatever it is, right? But that's not something that it's applicable to most people. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, and this should be the first one, is really know yourself and what you want. And here's what I mean, especially if you're going into a university right now, or you're thinking about joining another one, or you're thinking about changing or quitting, you gotta really dig deep. And this is something people don't do, and I'll go really deep right now. You gotta really dig deep and find out what do you really want, right? Because I feel there's a lot of people that just go to university and do all these things just because their parents told them so, or because their friends told them so, or because they're doing it for somebody else, or they're doing it because that's just, like there's just momentum, So I think people are doing way too many things for other people and not for them. And here's the bad in that. When I'm doing something because my mom told me to do it, if I fail, I cannot blame her. And if I win, I cannot take all the responsibility for the win. So it's not good either sides. But when I make a decision, I'm not saying I'm not taking in any advice, but when I make a decision, when I want to do something and I really feel that's the thing I want to do, and I go out and do it, if I fail, it's my responsibility. I got it. If I win, it's my thing. It's my win. It's not yours. It's not hers. So just something to keep in mind there. You really got to dig deep and understand what you really want to get out of life, and what you really want to work in, and then realize that if that's gonna need a job, if that's gonna need a university, for example, you wanna be a doctor, you wanna be a lawyer, you wanna be an accountant, if you wanna do those things, that's cool, that's really, really cool. I feel like a lot of people just don't think it's cool anymore to be a lawyer, but I think it's extremely good. They make a lot of money, and if you like it, that's really cool, right? So now the entrepreneurship thing is kind of the next big deal, is a trend. Quitting out of university is a trend, but you should not do that if you don't feel it's aligned with you. And the third thing would be, if you're going to be in business, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to start your own thing, if you're going to work in something that's moving really, really fast, like digital marketing, like social media, like analytics, like websites, like designer, and all these things, most agencies will not give a damn about your university. And let me tell you why. Because ultimately they will care about that, but if you cannot show results, you'll be out in a week. So results is all that matter, and results is gonna be all that matter in the future. So pay close attention to not relying on university to kind of give you proof for your skill when you actually don't have any. Make sure your skill talks, not your university diploma, okay? So with that being said, that's kind of my thoughts on university. Again, this is a really, really heated topic. What I really want you to do, the person that's viewing this right now, is to go and spend that time with yourself and understand what you really want. You may want to raise horses in Arizona, right? And you want to train dogs and you want to do all this, or you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be this or that, but you got to really understand what do you really resonate with and align with. Like, do you want to have a lot of risk? Do you want to have security? Do you want to have safety? Or do you want to have momentum? Do you want to have like chaos in your mind, in your life? So just gotta start from what you want, and then think if the things that you're doing right now or you're going to do are gonna help you achieve that, right? Or what can you do to achieve those goals? And I think that's one simple thing that if you do is gonna get you immense rewards. So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, this I think has surpassed vlog 30, so I'm really happy about that. First month is done. We have 9.95 billion years to go. Thank you so much for watching all of these and commenting and liking and all this stuff. By the way, if you have any questions about anything, about university, about marketing, social media, Facebook ads, agency, whatever it is, I've been, I can probably give you my perspective on some things, and maybe we'll give you some value and it'll help you out. So that being said, thank you so much for watching, and see you in tomorrow's.
But your wheels ain't flying. You gotta hit us up to get a pin.
After thinking for about 8.5 seconds, I got an idea of what can we do today, and here it is. Today we're gonna do drums Q&A. Okay, and here's the fancy intro.